Good afternoon, brothers and sisters, and this is Sister Susie. Well, it's been a while since I posted a video, but guess what? I am back. We praise God for that. And just recently, the Lord spoke to me through a dream and showed me that I needed to get back on my post and continue sharing the messages that He gives me through dreams and visions to continue to warn the people of His coming and just sharing what He gives me. And so that is why I'm here. And I'm hoping that every time I do receive something, that I will continue to post them. And so I am here. And so I'm going to start. Today's date is February 22nd, 2020. And I received a couple dreams in a different scenes, and I'm going to share with you guys those scenes I'm going to try. And so I'm going to start with this scene of the apple. So in this dream scene, I found myself that I was talking to my friend, and she was telling me that she had gone to the grocery store. Now, as she was speaking to me, a screen appeared. I could see what she was saying, and I was seeing it through the screen. I was like seeing whatever she was saying. She's in the store. I'm seeing everything. So she's speaking, and I'm saying she said that she had gone to the fruit section to buy the fruits. And as she said that, I saw the fruits in her hand, and the fruit was the apples. And then she said, I got the apples, and I was able to see that. And then after that, I saw that the apples fell down, and they started rolling on the floor. And as they're rolling on the floor, she said, "Look, they're rolling." And she repeated that word, rolling. You know, it's as if she was trying to make me take note of that word, rolling. And after that, there was a couple of apples that were rolling. And then after that, that screen closed. But immediately in the dream, still, as she said that, the apples are rolling, I was reminded of the iPad Go 2 video in the scene whereby this lady, I believe this character is called Lily, this character in her hand, she has an apple, and she throws the apple a little bit, and the apple starts to roll, and it rolls to Obama's foot. It hits Obama's foot. Now, you guys, I'm just reporting what I saw this morning in the dream. It was my friend that had the same sin. Of course, there was no Obama in the dream, but in iPad got 2 video, there is Obama. The apple hits Obama's foot. So so you guys can maybe watch that video again, the iPad Go 2 video, and just maybe you can get a revelation out of that. So that was the first scene, that the apple is rolling. Okay. The second dream, now in the second dream, this is why I have this letter Q, was that now I found myself that we were seated at a dinner table. It was evening time because the light was a little dimmer. So, and it looked like we were outside too, and we were seated at a table. And I noticed that at that table was one of our childhood friends, and his name is Dave. Now, Dave was speaking to us and letting us know of either his brother or his friend that was killed or was going to get killed, but I think killed. Now, I didn't understand fully what he was trying to say, but I remember it was Dave speaking at that dinner table. Something to do that his brother or his close friend was killed. And so we continued to eat. And after that, we were done. And as soon as we were done eating, all of a sudden, we kind of like, just in the same area outside the yard, all of a sudden, we saw this humongous queue landed on the yard. And this queue, you guys, I have never ever seen anything like it. My mind cannot make up anything like that. The Q, it was a perfect letter Q, okay? But it was shining. It was shining. It had glitter to it. And it was also looking like, the way this object was looking like a metallic spaceship, maybe, but it could in a perfect symbol of a Q. Now, I don't know what this thing was or who this thing was that landed. I didn't see it come down, it just appeared. And I'm assuming that, it came there, maybe it landed. I don't know. It just, it touched ground, it was there. And we are wondering, what is this thing? I mean, and all of a sudden, it didn't speak or anything like that. But one thing I did notice was that there was one young man. His identity was blurred from me, so I could not tell who this young man was. So this Q object, it extended a tiny black particle to this young man. I couldn't tell who it was. It extended a particle, a tiny one, black in color, and it inserted that particle in the palm of his hand. And then it told him, don't know how I got to know all this, but I did know in the dream I knew. It had told him some information that he needed to say. But the information that it was giving him, I can't remember at all. I woke up and I could not remember. It's like somebody just took that information out of my head. I can't remember what he was told to say or the information that he was told to do or whatever. I don't remember. But one thing I know, that object, it extended a black little matter and inserted it in the palm of this young man's hand. And then after that, we left out of that area and we were kind of like going out. And as we were leaving, I did see people come. A lot of people were now coming to see this object. They were like wondering what this thing was. And also, I noticed the house. Now, I don't know whose house this is. There was a house that this thing landed on. And I saw this house. It began to flash with colors. Different colors would come and it would flash. I remember I saw like, reddish color. It would flash red. The whole house would be flashing color. It would be changing color. It was red, and then it would be pink, and then it would be yellow, and then it would be green, just like that. Remember, like how they do on the I don't know, but you get that idea what I'm trying to say. They did that for the LGBT stuff. They change the how they flash the colors of the rainbow on the house, on the buildings. It was like that. But this house, instead of it being a building, it was a house. And when this thing landed down, I noticed that the colors began to flash in this house. I don't know. So, and then a woman out of nowhere came, and I don't know who this woman was. She was a black woman. And she said, remember, August 24th is my birthday. And then after that, she left. Now, when she said, remember, August 24th is my birthday, what came to my mind in the dream, immediately I was reminded of Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant, when he had died, remember, on that last Sunday, let me just say Kobe, where is this shoe? Yeah, there it is. When he died on January 26th, they kept, LeBron James had worn his, he was wearing his shoe. And on the shoe, he had said, Mamba for life, August 24th, Kobe Bryant. You see? That's what he was showing. Mamba for life, August 24th, Kobe Bryant. Now, I don't believe that August 24th is, they're not warning us about a certain date, no. But maybe they are pointing us to something, because these same numbers were worn by Kobe Bryant. Those were his jersey numbers. 8 and 24th were his jersey numbers. And in the dream, the woman said, remember, August 24th is my birthday. Now, also remember that mamba is a black snake. So I went and I Googled just to see what's on August 24th. And guess what? I just Googled August 24th. And famous birthdays, they have Dave Chappelle. Now, you can see these other people here. These are just the famous ones. I mean, there's more, but look at that. In my dream, when I told you that, at the table, there was a young man. His name is Dave, and we used to call him that, Dave. He was telling me about either his friend or his brother that was killed. Look at this. This guy, Dave Chappelle's birthday is August 24th. And this woman who said, remember, my birthday is August 24th. You guys, I'm just reporting what I dreamed. I have no clue to what all this means, but maybe with time they will make sense. For now, they don't make sense. I just have to share what God has given. So Dave Chappelle's birthday is August 24th. The reason why I'm pointing him out is because at the table that we were eating, there was a guy called Dave. Now, and somebody being killed. Now, I don't know if he's talking about Kobe Bryant or somebody else. That I have no clue. Next, so when I woke up this morning, I kept on thinking, what and who is Q? Because the way this thing came, it's as if the Lord was trying to say, pay attention to the letter, to the Q. It was a perfect Q. And then I'm like, is it an intelligence? Is it a person? Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? Mainly, I was trying to find if it's a good thing or bad thing because I didn't know. It did not show me anything bad, but I was just trying to show who is this or what is this that came. So I was thinking this morning, I said, maybe there is something out there. Someone has made a movie of Q. So I Googled, I said, well, let me Google and see what is there. And lo and behold, you guys, lo and behold, I Googled a movie. It says, I just Googled Q. I said Q, what did I say? Movie Q or movie Q, something like that. I just Googled that and this is what it brought me. Lo and behold, there is a movie called Q is Here. This is about this movie. Q is Here is called The Winged Serpent. It was made in 1982. Look at that. 1982. I had no idea there is a movie called Q. Q is Here. And it's a huge dragon. There is a serpent at the bottom here. Look at that. Look at that. This is a black snake with a Q at the bottom there. When I saw that, I was like, oh my goodness. Oh my. Who would have thought that this what Q represents? Who would have thought? Never ever would I have thought that Q represents this. It's Lucifer, the flying serpent. And I continued to read a little bit of that. It's a winged serpent. And then they were also talking about let me see, go. Okay. I said, okay, they mentioned the winged serpent, the images. Okay, so the Q represents this letter right here. This word, Quetzalcoatl. I'm very sorry. I am pronouncing this word very wrongly, but that's what it is. The Q is a short form for this Aztec. It's an Aztec little god. It's a snake. It's a flying serpent, a flying snake, and it's that's the word. That's what it is. It's a short form. So Q is a short form for Quetzalcoatl. That's what it is. And I was like, oh my goodness. I could not believe this. You guys, I could not believe this, that this is what it represents. Is like they're letting us know Lucifer is coming. Now, I'm not putting a date to this, you guys. Understand me. This is a whole lot of information that is above my head. But what I'm trying to say is I'm going to share what God has given me. You people can also get some revelations out of that. You can have an understanding. God is warning us that Lucifer, the flying serpent, is coming. And it is connected to Kobe Bryant and maybe Dave, somebody called Dave. Kobe Bryant, remember, he called himself Black Mamba. And what is a black mamba? A black mamba is a flying serpent. That's what a black mamba is, a flying serpent. Okay. Also, I read up a lot about this. Feathered serpent. He was talking about morning star, the dawn, the star of the dawn. And I'm like, these are all in the Bible and it describes Lucifer. So in the dream, this thing, remember, it extended its matter, okay? It extended its matter and it gave the other guy, who I don't know who it was, it inserted in the palm of his hand. And I was thinking about that. I said, what could that symbolize? And I think the Lord is letting us also know that when Lucifer comes, that is when they will start also. Shipping people with the RFID. It was just a little object inserted on the palm of this person's hand. And also, I was also thinking, why did this serpent come in an object that is looking like a spaceship, that is a big letter Q? I thought about that and I was like, could it be that maybe the Lord is also warning us that they will come in their spaceships? They will come in their spaceships. They will touch ground in their spaceships. And when they do that, that's when they're going to start giving people. The young man just represents one person. It will be many people. It was just to let me know their intention, what these serpents' intention is. Their intention is to cheat people. That is what their intention is to extend that little black thing to insert it in people's hand. So I believe that's why I saw that huge Q like a spaceship, but it was not even it was glittering and it touched ground, meaning that the Lord probably was letting us know Lucifer and his minions, the black serpents, they are coming in their ships. And it was the letter Q. It's a serpent. It's a winged serpent, a feathered serpent. That's what they call it. The Aztec called it, that word Q something. That is where the letter Q comes from. It is from the Aztecs. So I couldn't believe all this information. So I was like, you know what? Because the Lord told me that I need to go get back on my post, let me share this information with my brothers and sisters. So the RFID is mentioned in Revelation 13. Okay? It's mentioned in Revelation. You guys can read all of it, but I'm going to read, let me see. Starting from the second beast, because that's where on verse number 11, and it says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth. Well, that thing was on the ground. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. There you go, it's a dragon. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast whose deadly wound was healed. And he doth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. And he, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, but the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And in this scenario, I saw that little black tiny particle being inserted in the man's palm hand, and that no man might sell, no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. So this is what I was led to understand about that little particle. I believe that is what it is. They are going to insert this in the people. That is their intention. That is what they are trying to do. And us as children of God, the Lord is exposing all this darkness so we will not be fooled thinking that they are good. When they appear, we will not be deceived. We will not be deceived. They are not good. Remember, I did not even know who these guys were. They just appeared as a huge object Q. You can't tell if they're evil or good. You can't. But the Lord is exposing them right now that they are serpents. These guys are serpents, evil. So that is why I'm doing this video, to warn my brothers and sisters. If these guys shows up, don't believe them. These are evil serpents, fallen angels. But right now, let's continue to believe in our Lord Jesus Christ, Messiah, and to, walk with him, because he will protect us from such evil. He will expose that darkness with his light. And so I'm going to offer anybody who don't have Jesus Christ to receive Jesus Christ today, to make him your Lord and your Savior, and to walk with him. He will give you salvation. May the Lord bless you, and may his light shine on you guys. And I love you guys. This is Sister Susie. Bye.